crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Newton. Rolling to his left. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Yards. And it's 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
End of the first quarter with no score. Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Check, check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there, a quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way that you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Duggar, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third and long, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. But now it's third down.
By Stephon Gilmore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action. Allen. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
The extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And it's Michel once again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. He hits White, complete. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
James White, 70 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. From the gun, Newton. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Patriots 11.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On play action, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to take off with it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, Michelle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, 53 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Bills 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 97 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Here's Allen to throw it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for two. It works.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up one or two, the field goal can still get you.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Newton flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
New England
operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10.
Make it happy, Kathy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
The score, Bills 28, Patriots 27. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats He's at the line, ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
On the ground, Michel. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Keep getting the field. 49.
On the ground, this is Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Newton to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Bills 28.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Allen off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he finds Tyler Croft. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Allen to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Bills 34.
Well, this one was certainly one to remember. At the end, they get the touchdown. Thinking they're going to go for the PAT to tie it. They went for the win. Charles had guts to call it, but it didn't come to fruition.
And I know the actual call happened right here at this game, but it really happened during the week where the head coach told himself, in a situation like this, we're going for the win. They didn't get it, but he had conviction in what he was doing.
So you think those moments often premeditated?
I think they have to be, because if you rely on everything to come to you during the heat of battle, you often make more mistakes. And I think he felt like he had the team that could win, and he wanted to go for it every time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins.
Kickoff for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll run on first down. Michel. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 61 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Full connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Ashley, thank you for that follow. I do appreciate you.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got it to James White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the move to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Patriots 7, Dolphins 6.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Newton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and 10, Newton forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got daylight. 20. 10.
You gotta love it, baby. Give
and
us some
this
more.
is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and scoop.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19, Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. Open man is Myers. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
I got him. Check it back. Check it back. Gun.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Newton. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout
4 yards.
as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The 9
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua, the final shot before half. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Jennings came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
First down, Dolphins.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Ray Washington. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But it's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down, Miami.
Tua now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Tua fighting Devontae Parker for the touchdown there. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Dolphins 34, Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Parker unable to get that one, but it's going to be 2nd down. This is Gaskin on the carry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Another run with Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins 41, Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. 13 yards on the pickup, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Newton able to get this to his running back White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the
Operating from the gun. Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
29-yard line.
From the gun, Newton being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. But officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud game. You can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Tua. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A big gain on the play.
They run forward, Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays.
A gain of
really hurts the team on defense.
First down, Dolphins.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
55.
One last throw here for Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's White. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go,
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Jennings leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Darius Smith on the stop.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. On 1st down, Michelle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
To James White.
James White there to make the grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football, and the Patriots have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, Newton out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Steps away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Right, baby. It's all
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Patriots nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground is Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Sony Michel.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. He hits White, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the...
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 31, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, 31 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Play action now. Mariota, he'll buy some time into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, he did quick.
Mayfield on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect? You're the more than what I
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. For Nick Chubb, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
With Chubb on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backward.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal.
Field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on down.
26-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Sony Michel, his first carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Newton flush to his right, and this is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton forced out to his left. He gets it to James White, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 1, Newton over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second and goal, Newton rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. It's White. And he'll be out of bounds. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they will run it with Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Back up, son! Back up!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They're able to get the third down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
46-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Patriot first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michelle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rolling to his right. He completes it right side away. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. A toss play to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield pushes him over. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Complete to Nick
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
3rd and long for Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll drop it underneath to White. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. He's back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, A lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A run for Nick Chubb. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the score, it's Parkeon to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. One last throw here for Newton. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Foxborough. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Get ready. Right there to 3. Me and you all day. Great. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got it to James White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
49.
From the gun, they run with Michel. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Newton. And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. 30, the 20.
One play at a time.
10,
Here we go.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Michelle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 58, come on. Get it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bills 7, Patriots nothing.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. 58.
From the gun, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Newton buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Get away. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Right now, I know what I'm going, but, I'm just testing them out right now. And then if I really change anything, I will.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Cleveland and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second string.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 83 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Patriots 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Open man is Myers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Newton on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. On 1st down, Newton. And a dump off to White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the gun, Newton.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Newton is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. On for the extra point is Folk. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Let's show 'em how to play football. Let's go.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with his
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton sliding out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work to it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Camden with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And right away, he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Jennings able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the gun, Newton. He completes it right side to White. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Patriots.
we always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 17, Newton. He'll check this one down to Michel. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal.
His passing has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Big bet of the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 26. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, short little throw to Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Screen pass to Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased down left. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. On the ground is Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete.
this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and inches, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Newton on the keeper.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Steelers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll roll him out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Operating from the gun, Newton. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Intended for number 28. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go in the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Touchdown, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
51.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Rolling to his right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Rudolph. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First carry for James Conner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, a run with Conner. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
James Conner.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made. Rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now there's the timeout. Signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
51 to mine. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, check 25, check 24.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Easy, easy. Check, check, 59. Let's go. 50.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Alright, y'all, I'm about to end this stream right here. Go over there, go show K Tom from gaming some love over there, and hashtag Drummer Boy World for the ring. I do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.